We got 4 pieces of glass here, and they all look like they're the same, but there's a big difference between all 4 of these, and it takes a technical tool to figure it out. We're gonna break some glass.
Desert King Windows, we knock out the weather.
All right, today is a fun day. I'm gonna have a fun video here for you. We get to show you the different types of glass. We have annealed, so in other words, regular glass. We have dissimilar glass, which is also sound glass. That's where you have an 1/8 inch, and then you have 3/16 of an inch. Then you have tempered glass, or safety glass, and then underneath there, you have laminated glass. All right, we're gonna show you how each one of these break. To demonstrate how all these break is one of my 3 favorite tax write-offs. My oldest, Wes, come on in here. Here's the technical tool, all right? So Wes is going to break each one of them. I'm going to explain each one of them are as we go here. All right, so this first one's annealed glass, 1/8 inch, 1/8 inch. So it's basically a standard energy efficient window. Okay, it's not builder grade. It's a little bit upgraded from that, but it's not crazy different. So this one should break relatively easily. Go ahead and swing away. One smack, nice and easy. Now, if you come on over here, let me show you a little bit about this glass. Annealed glass like this, or regular standard glass, breaks off into larger shards. Now this is sharp, this is razor sharp. That can cut you pretty easily. So that's why I'm wearing gloves here, but this is dangerous stuff right here. So annealed glass is made by, it gets heated up to about 600 degrees or so, is about where it lands. And it's cooled regularly, and that makes glass, okay? Much quicker and easier to make than tempered glass. So this next one is going to be sound glass. And the reason why we want to show you that is because one pane of glass is thicker than the other. It being sound glass, one pane of glass is triple strength and the other one's double strength. That's not necessarily, or that's not for security reasons, that's for acoustic reasons. The idea is that you have 2 different thicknesses of glass, which means that it picks up 2 different frequencies or 2 different vibrations, which is sound, right? So this is supposed to be much quieter than that one right there. But the glass is a little bit thicker, so we thought, let's go ahead and try breaking it. So come on in, Wes. Woo! Nice. Let's take that other pane out. Woo! All right, that's very important. You don't want to put your hand, if you have a broken window like this, you don't want to put your hand in there. If one of those things come down, you guys ever heard of a guillotine? Definitely don't want that to happen, all right? So this one, you can see the sound glass, it's much thicker, right? Still annealed, which is why it's breaking like this, but thicker and a little harder to break. So here's the differences between the 2 thicknesses here. You got triple strength here, and you got 1/8 inch, which is double strength here. All right, so the next one is tempered glass. This is safety glass. This is in every house in certain areas, like within 18 inches off the ground, 24 inches of a door, within 5 feet of a pool, in a tub or bath area. Those are different places that you need to have safety glass. If you want to know more about tempered glass, the safety glass, and how codes are written for it, check out that video. We already have one of them on there for you. This is harder to break. It is stronger. It's melted at about 1100 degrees and rapidly cooled, and that's how they make tempered glass. And what it's supposed to do is break into thousands of little tiny pieces. So that's what's going to happen on this one. Woo! Woo! Coming on in, come on in. Now, tempered glass, as you can see, it completely shattered, it completely exploded, but these are all little tiny. They break off into hundreds of little pieces here, and that's supposed to be safer. So to compare it to one of these over here, different break patterns, because one is bombarded with heat and rapidly cooled, and the other one's just regular. Okay, they're both 1/8 inch. Now the next one is my favorite upgrade, laminated glass. All right, it's like the front windshield of your car. Tempered glass is in all of your other windows in your car. Side windows, rear windshield. Front windshield though, laminated glass. Laminated glass can be used for a couple of different things. One is security. Harder to get through this thing, as you're gonna see, as well as acoustics. This right here is more quiet than any other setup we have here. This will keep out noise a heck of a lot better. Doesn't completely soundproof, it's gonna get as close as you can get before you get into that crazy commercial grade stuff. All right, so batter up. Get through it. Oh, yeah. Now, I'm pretty sure your neighbors would have heard that before you actually got into the house. So that's what laminated glass is all about. How cool is that? Like the front windshield of your car. And you could see he actually, as it was breaking down, the interior pane was not laminated, because you can put lamination on either side, but the interior pane was not laminated. And he's sitting here hitting this thing and eventually hit and shattered the other pane. So, but this all stayed together the entire time. So much stronger, much more durable, really, really cool upgrade right here. All right, so this laminated glass, now how they make laminated glass here is it's a pane of glass, okay, a thinner pane, and then a layer of Lexan in there, and then another pane of glass right there, and it's sandwiched together like that. So that's how laminated glass is made. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. Now you know how all the different pieces of glass break, or all the different types of glass break. Now, as far as laminated glass, we did a video on that. All the wonderful things that laminated glass does for you. Check out that video, as well as the STC sound video. That's a really, really cool one, and that breaks down how much sound travels through here. Thank you, Wes. I appreciate the help here. Now, clean up the mess. Later. Choosing new windows can be overwhelming. There's tons of information out there, and AI might miss the mark. But our free window buyer's guide, backed by 25 years of experience, makes it simple. No overcomplicated jargon, just facts to help you decide with confidence. And don't forget to get 3 bids. And if you're in one of our areas, make sure Desert King Windows is on your list. You'll be glad you did.
We use the best windows, 'cause nothing works better. Desert King Windows, we knock out the weather.